Hello and welcome back. Have you ever bought a stock and then it instantly drops right after you bought it? Well, that's exactly what happened to me with Novo Nordisk. I'm down 10%, but here's the twist. I'm actually grateful that it happened because this one investment taught me more than any book or course ever could. This is not a story about panic. It's a story about conviction and why a downturn can be a golden opportunity for a long term investor. Let me give a brief overview of what I will be covering in this video. My trade chronicles, 3 reasons on why the stock price crashed, my plan, and key takeaways and lessons that you might learn from my misery. Let's rewind on how I built my position. It was a classic case of averaging down. My first purchase was on June 23rd, 2025, followed by a much larger buy in August as the price was beginning to dip. I did my final trade on October 29th, 2025. So in total, I bought 201 shares with an average price of $55. But just 12 days later, on November 10th, 2025, the stock was trading at $45. The red on my screen confirmed a loss of 10% already. So, what happened? Why did the stock price fall right after I bought? It wasn't one thing, but a perfect storm of three major developments. Reason number one, the boardroom drama. On October 21st, Novo's chairman Elge Lund and 6 independent board members quit, or you can call it as they got fired. The non-profit Novo Nordisk Foundation, the majority stakeholder, felt that the board was too slow to recognize the shifts in the crucial US market and too cautious on the management change. Basically, they made a coup and fired the board. Reason number two, political pressure. Nova, like many of its pharmaceutical rivals, is facing external pressure from the US government. It was pushing for lower drug prices in US. It's a persistent headwind for the entire healthcare sector. Reason number three, Metsera threat and the legal battle. This is the biggest one. A new rival called Metsera is developing a next generation obesity drug that would require only monthly injections instead of weekly shots needed for Novo's Wegovy. It looks like Metsera has got a far superior product. The situation escalated into a full blown corporate war. Pfizer tried to acquire Metsera initially, but after the Novo board shakeup, Novo launched a surprise unsolicited rival bid. In a very surprising move, Metsera said Novo's offer was superior and they accepted it. This annoyed Pfizer and led Pfizer to sue Metsera's board and Novo in the first week of November. This is a full blown corporate war. The potential threat is very real. If Novo loses this court battle, the share price could fall even further. What's my plan? Facing political pressure, a new rival, a lawsuit, and a 10% drop in stock price. Bad news one after the other for this company. Most people would panic sell. But my plan is very simple. Ignore this negative news. I am not selling. Why do I not sell? I look at the pros. First, the new leadership is already taking action, a cost cutting initiative with 9,000 global job cuts and cost reduction. Second, the return of Lars Sorensen as the proposed chairman. He was a former CEO, a safe pair of hands, who led the company from 2000 to 2016. The new CEO, Mike Douster, is also showing a willingness to be aggressive and competitive, especially with that second bid for Metsera. Finally, I rely on quantitative analysis. Nova's current free cash flow as of September or October 2025 stands at 67.6 billion Danish krona. It is projected to skyrocket to 210 billion by 2035. For a long term investor like me, who focuses on the value of a business and its dividends, these numbers outweigh any short term drama. I rather think that this is a golden opportunity to buy more. And this is my reason for not selling. I am continuing to hold this stock. Key takeaways. This entire experience has been a golden opportunity for me to test my own emotional control and investment thesis. It brings me to the key takeaways that I want to share with you. First, if you are investing in stocks, you must be prepared for downward movement. It is an unavoidable part of the journey. Number two, do not worry about the stock price on a daily basis. Control your emotion and be patient. The real money is made by those who can hold their conviction through volatile period. Finally, a good stock picking process will ultimately yield good results. I have done the research for this stock. If you like to know my stock analysis process that I did for this stock, you can refer my video from the comments. I've put a link. Finally, I trust the business fundamentals and I'm holding the stock for the long term. If you have faced similar challenges, let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more honest takes on my investing journey. See you next time and happy investing.